Anybody interested in the perfect golf swing? I thought so. What is it? What is the elusive perfect golf swing? How do we control this golf swing? We don't. The golf swing goes way back and way through. See? It's a great big, beautiful, uninhibited swing. Goes clear back and clear through. Now, let's fine-tune this and see what happens in the process. When I go up to the ball, you've seen the waggle when they're doing this, see? Now, the reason for that is because you want to get a connection between your brain and this club head. You want to feel the club head. Here's one of the biggies. Pay attention. You are connected to this. This hits the ball. This doesn't. In other words, if you will think about swinging the club head like that, that's what will improve your golf. When I'm swinging, I am thinking about this out here, not this. We don't swing the grip. We don't swing the grip. We swing the club head at the ball. See? That way. So when I address the ball, I'm feeling that club head in my hands. See? Feeling the club head in my hands. Yeah, I can see it. I can feel it. So point number one, you swing the club head at the ball. Okay, now, point number two. Here is something you're going to love. When I swing the golf club, I put a starter in the swing, and that starter is called a forward press, and here it is. Just before I take the club back, I point my right knee and move my hands toward the target a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm going toward the target a little bit before I go back. Why do I do that? Because if I swing just back, cold, with no starter in my swing, I might do that as I go back. But if I have a starter in my swing, and here it is, watch how I get my motion going. There it is. Now I go back. Let me show you that 2 or 3 times. And of course you have a videotape so you can rewind and watch it again. Here's what it does. Okay. There it is. Now I go back. See? Here's what it does. Just a little bit of a forward motion. Now as you watch the tape over and over, you'll be able to detect that in every shot, even the putts. I move a little bit forward and then I take the club back. See? That's what I do, and that's what you want to do. Okay, other things to think about, and before you memorize them all and then it's automatic, is try to feel very relaxed as you swing and try to swing very smooth. Watch my swing now. I'm very relaxed. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with you. And when I swing back and when I swing through, I try to be as smooth as I can be. And here's the golf swing. Smooth now. See? That's what you want to do. Never apply the power, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Never apply the power all at once, because if you do, there's going to be a jerk in your swing, and you don't want any jerks in your swing. Okay, so, smooth. What is the position that you want to be in when you're up here? Here's something neat too. Watch. There it is. That's what you want to do. When I go out to the practice range, 95% of the golfers are doing this. See? Robbing themselves of power. I'd like to go up and say, excuse me just a second. If you'll do this one thing for me, you're going to increase your drives by 100 yards. Instead of doing this, if you will just do that, you're going to increase. Now, I'm going to turn around here, drive my cameraman crazy, and show you something. I am up here feeling this club head in my hands, aren't I? Okay. Then I do my little forward press and I come up here. This is important too. Valuable tip number 3 or 4, whatever it is by now. We swing back like that, and then we swing back down the same way we went up. In other words, if we are going to throw a rock at a frog, we would never think about doing anything but swinging right straight back and right straight over, wouldn't we? That's what you want to do. Right straight back, right straight over, and that's where the rock's going to go. If I swing over here, it's going to go over there. If I swing over here, it's going to go there. So it goes where you swing it. Here we are, okay? Good position, and right on straight through to that finish. That's what we want to do. Smooth. Do not feel like you're controlling the golf swing. You don't. You know what controls the golf swing? Your head, your hat. The brains are in the hat. That's what controls it. See, and here's what happens. I am standing here, and I swing back, and my hat is still there, isn't it? Boom! I'm going to hit the ball every time. If I move up, if my hat moves up, my entire swing moves up. See? So this is the hub of the swing. I feel like I'm letting that head stay there. And if my head stays there, that's the control factor. So I don't have to control the swing. I can leave the head there and just let it rip like that. And that's what you want to do. One other neat tip. Watch how, when I step up to the ball, I stand up real straight. I'll tell you why I do that. And maybe it'd be better. I'm going to do it in 2 angles for you to show you. If I'm standing up straight here with my head up, good and up, then my tendency is going to be to leave it there. See? But if I say, oh, I don't want to move my head, maybe I should get my head down here real far, see? Then what happens is when you swing back, you stand up to maintain your balance, or you fall down, see? So if I'm standing up here with my head up to start with, you see it? Okay. My head's up here to start with, then it wants to stay up there. Here's the exciting thing about this golf. This is worth $1 million right here. People do 2 things. They swing back and lift their head up. No need to do that, and I'll show you in a little exercise here in a minute. They swing back and lift their head up, and they rob themselves with a short backswing. So here's what you get, see? You look out on the golf course and you see this. See? They hit a short shot if they don't top it. Never have a chance to hit the ball very far. Lift themselves up off of the shot. We used to have a golf course and driving range in Denver, Colorado. Inglewood, actually. And we go out to pick up the balls. All the balls would be right over the tee because everybody swings, most everybody swings, and lifts their head up as they swing back. Now my club's clear off the ground. The only way to move your head and hit the ball is to move your head and somehow move your head back before you get back to it. That's tricky. See? And you can swing and leave your head there. Now, I told you I was going to give you $1 million secret, and here it is. If you can do this, and you can, you're 95% there. Okay? And that's this. Here's the key factor in the golf swing. I'm going to swing back, and my head is still in the same place. When you get that, when you do this motion, I mean, it's pretty simple. There it is, boom. When you're able to do that, everything else is going to probably take care of itself. You're 95% there. So that's the big factor. If there is one main factor in the golf swing, not 3, not 8, not 17, not 10 billion, it is that you swing back, see, and your head stays there. Now, some of you have heard that before, but I cannot emphasize it enough. Okay, let's run back through what happens. And here is another tip 99 that you're going to love. I have music playing in my head when I swing a golf club, and it's waltz time. And waltz time is 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Now, watch me. 1, 2, 3. How about, people make fun of my voice when I sing, but I don't care. If I cared, I wouldn't wear a shirt like this, would I? Okay, listen to this. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Here's the secret, the next part of it. I don't care. That's the attitude you need to have. By the time your head is still and you have this great, big, gorgeous golf swing that you're going to have, I insist, and your head is still, don't care. I don't care, see? Just let her go, because you can't control it anyway. You remember what your control factor is right here under your hat. And that is a still head, and let her go. I don't care. See? Adopt that timing. I don't care. Let me throw another tip at you. You'll love this. Have your rhythm the same from way before you get to the golf course. Drink your coffee. I don't care. Drive your car. Put the clubs in the trunk. Get to the golf course in plenty of time to warm up and play that song in your head. I don't care. Isn't that gorgeous rhythm? You know, you see so many people out there, oh, I gotta hit the ball. There's no rhythm there, dude. I don't know what song they're singing in their head, but it's not working. Okay, here it is. I don't care. So what is the perfect swing? Perfect swing has a starter. Okay. Perfect swing feels the club head. Perfect swing is smooth. Perfect swing has the song going in it. I don't care. Perfect swing looks gorgeous. Don't you think? Okay. The perfect swing holds this gorgeous finish until the ball hits the ground. Here's another tip. Eliminate the ball from your mind as much as you can. Put it somewhere else. And when you get up to it, the enemy, try to not see it there. See, you get up to it and you think, I'm going to have my beautiful golf swing. If I don't hit the ball like I want, so what? But boy, I'm going to give it a chance. And I'm going to give it a chance by swinging the golf club real good. So, well, I swung good, didn't hit the ball good, but that's a lot better than a bad swing and missing it anyway. So when I hit the ball, when I'm out here on the golf course, I think, I'm going to swing good. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it my best golf swing. So I get up here and I'm saying, I want, if I could only have one swing for the rest of my life, I want it to be this one. So I am going to get up here, do my thing, and yeah, it works. Every swing is the same. Watch what I do. When I go up to the ball, everything I do is the same. See, I'm looking. Okay. Forward press. Boom. Okay. Next time I hit a golf ball, same thing. Okay, I'm looking. All right, yep. Forward press. Boom. Every swing is the same, just like a machine. That's what you want to do. Don't get up here and have 55 waggles once and none the next time. Have in your brain, carved in your brain, your golf swing. And that is, I'm looking. Okay, feeling that club head. Here we go. Boom. And the next billion golf swings are going to be just like that. Okay, we're going to talk about power now. Everybody'd like to hit the ball further, watch it sail through the air into the wild blue yonder, and that's interesting. You know, you ask 100 people, golf pros included, where do you get your power? And everybody has an answer, and in my opinion, it's wrong. You decide. The power in the golf swing does not come from the legs. How could it? You know, if I'm doing this, how could I get power there, or the hips, or the shoulder turn? Certainly not the rear end, because I don't have one. So where does it come from? Where does my power come from? Do you hear that? Hear the whistle? Gee, I wonder where it is. Let's see if it's arms. No whistle. That eliminates that. I wonder if I just swung the golf club and used my hands, kind of like a whip. My! You know what? I didn't feel like my shoulders or my hips or my legs were doing anything but just coasting. That's what I felt like. I felt like they're just coasting. Nice, relaxed swing. My golf swing is all connected together. By that, I mean I swing back, everything's connected. I swing down, Everything's connected, see? Not doing any of these golf swings. Everything's to connect together. Connected, connected. Call it one piece if you want to. Everything's back and everything's through, and that's it. My backswing, when I want to hit the power shot, feels very loose, very relaxed, very lazy. Here it is. See? I have a friend who, when he swings back, looks like a statue in the park. Looks like he's made out of concrete. And you know what happens to statues in the park? You don't want to do that, see? What you want to do is, I feel like this, see? I feel really loose when I want to hit a long ball. And here's what goes on here. Lazy. Boom. Here's the biggie on power. When I was 15, weighed 120 pounds. Had a driving range and golf course in Inglewood, Colorado. Okay, I had to watch the pro shop, so I spent a lot of time practicing because we weren't that busy a lot of the times. And I would go out there and I would try to swing as smooth as I could. See? Nice smooth swing. Watch where the ball would go. And I'd say, you know what? I think I can hit it further than that, just a little bit further than that. Okay? So here's what I would do. I would sneak the power into the golf swing. Sneak it in. Okay, what I would do then is I'd watch the ball go and say, I'm going to hit it about 3 or 5 yards further than that, but I don't want it to look like it because I like to show off. And I'd be out there hitting and people would say, my, it looks like he's swinging so easy at the ball, see? I wasn't. I was swinging smooth, and I'll show you how to do that. Smooth. And I'd hit it. Maybe it'd go 250, 260. I want to hit it a little bit further than that. So I'd use the same golf swing, same swing, but I'd put a little more power into it. Where does the power come from? In my opinion, if there's one thing that's predominant, if there's one thing that makes this club head go fast, it's the right hand. One of the greatest golf teachers of all time believed that, and I believe that. And that is this. When I'm swinging, I feel like here's my power source. See if you don't agree. I'm going to hold everything pretty still, and I'm just going to do that. What do you think? Where else can it come from? But when you do this, when you put your power in your golf swing, do not do it all at once. Make it very gradual. So we have a lazy backswing, and then on the way down, I increase the power with my right hand gradually so that by the time I hit the ball, by the time I get to the ball, I'm going maximum club head speed. So the only time that it matters if the club is going fast is at the ball, isn't it? So you have a swing that looks like this. See, that's the only time it happens. So, you've read all the golf books, taken lessons, seen the videos, and you're still not happy, still slicing. Let's fix the slice. We just hit one, had a little slice on it. Let's fix that. How are we going to do that? It's gone. Slice is gone. How's your slice? You know, you've worked with your grip and your stance and your outside in and your inside out, and you've tried everything, and you still slice it. Why do you? In a minute, I'm going to hit some shots for you, purposely slice them, and then I'm going to correct that and show you how to do it. Watch this. This is fascinating. In the golf swing, as I swing the club back, I open the club face. Now, let me run back here and show you what I mean. This is square. This is open, square, closed. This is square, see? This is open, square, closed. Now we're communicating, see? So, my club is square there, of course. As I swing back, naturally, it opens up, see? It opens up here, and then when I swing down, I am supposed to close it again. Here's what happens. Here's why 85, 95, 105% of all golfers slice the ball. Because the club head travels 14 feet by the time it gets back to the ball, and it's probably going to be late getting there. Everything else travels just a little bit, but the club head travels a lot. So the chances are that it's going to come in like this. I've exaggerated, but the chances are that it's going to be open. Watch what happens, what should happen in the golf swing. As I'm swinging down to the ball, you see where my hands are like this? Now watch them. Watch them. Watch them. Watch my hands. Watch my hands. Watch my hands. See how they've crossed over. Now it's like that, and that's what happens. But what's going on in your swing, if you're a slicer, is that you're coming into the ball like this. Here's how to fix it. This is magic. Two things are going to fix it. Remember when we talked about swinging the club head? Chances are if you're slicing, you're more concerned with swinging the grip, and that's going to put you behind. So the first thing you want to do when you're out getting rid of your slice, and you will, is you're thinking in terms of the club head. I'm going to swing the club head at the ball. Yeah, that'll help a lot. Here's the secret that was taught to me by a Scottish golf pro in the late 50s. His name was Bode Ganand. And he taught me that if you swing the club and you are slicing, that what you want to do is feel like you're rolling your hands over on the way down. And what that'll do is just get your timing of your hands and the rest of your swing up to speed. And the feeling will be, and experiment with this. Go out to the driving range, the practice area, and experiment with rolling the hands over on the way down. That's what I want to do. See, I want to roll them over as I come into the ball. Keep your same swing. See, same swing, but feel like you're rolling the hands over. If that fixes it right away, you're doing it right. If you're hooking, you're probably doing a little bit too much. And if you're a hooker, what are you doing on the golf course? Okay, now, here's what you want to do. Roll the hands as you swing. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that this works, because I'm going to have somebody in the background yell hook or slice at the top of my backswing, you see. And I will either leave my hands open to slice, or I'll roll them over. There's the secret. Remember when we were talking about what caused slicing? Let me show you why it works this way. What I'm going to do is pick somebody out of the audience, and at the top of my backswing, I'm going to have them yell out, slice or hook. Now, if it was my grip or my stance or my inside out or my outside in or all the other malarkey that you hear about that doesn't work, then it wouldn't be that, would it? So let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, at the top of my backswing, yell out hook or slice. Slice. Oh, all right, I need a little bit more time than that. Just a little bit. Okay. So which one you want to do is fine. Hook. Okay. Same thing. Hook or slice at the top of my backswing. Slice. Big slice. Okay. The point is, let's do it again, a couple more times. Slice. Okay. Let's do it again. This is too much fun to stop. What am I doing? What I'm doing is this. Here's a secret, and you might as well know. You bought the video. When I'm back here, if I want to slice it, or if somebody else sliced, then I'm conscious of the hands not rolling over. That's where I get it. There's your secret. When I want to hook it, or when I want to get rid of that slice, then I feel like my hands are rolling on the way down. That's the only difference. It's not the grip. It's not your grip. It's not your stance. It's nothing else. It is where's the timing with the hands and the rest of the swing. Okay, so if I am up here and I say to myself, I think I want to hook this, then I'm going to roll my hands. See? Let the hands roll over. If I want to fade it, okay, let's say I've got trouble over here to the left. I've got a creek. I've got a river. Whatever. Is it a creek or a river? We don't care. We've got houses over there, so what I want to do is to make sure that I don't get in trouble, I'm going to aim to the left side of the green, and I'm going to fade it a little. So I'm not going to let my hands roll over, am I? So I'm going to leave my hands open as I come through. See? I'm playing away from trouble. Conversely, if I have a problem to the right, I'm thinking, I've got to roll these hands. If I don't, I'm in trouble. My buddies are going to beat me and laugh. So when I'm swinging and trying to stay away from trouble on the right, I'm rolling those hands over. Okay. Roll the hands. The hands roll over, the ball draws or hooks. That's the secret to slicing. It is not the grip. It is not the stance. It is nothing more, ladies and gentlemen, to this. And it's a natural thing. It happens on the way down. The hands roll over unless you do that, and then you slice it. Subdivision, a lawsuit. Figure it out. It's not worth it. Some people think the power's in the legs. What do you think? Jim, can you do that with any golf club? Yes, I can. You know, Clyde, as I was talking to you about, every golf swing's the same. Well, I got one I want you to try. Well, okay. Yeah, I think wait a minute. This is a left-handed club. I can't do this left-handed. With a left-handed club, well, let's see. I'd kill my cameraman if I did that. Unless I took this left-handed club and turned it over. I guess that may work. I don't know. Never tried it before. Yeah, same thing. Works great. If the golf swing is good, we can hit it with any club. Let's take a left-handed club and turn it over. Have a nice, big, beautiful golf swing. And see what happens. Let's get rid of that little fade there with this. There it is. Left-handed club, right on target. Turn it over. How can I do that? The swing's still good. Swing is the same. Do it with anything. Yeah, Clyde. Jim, I was noticing that shirt. Are those poinsettias on that shirt? Yes, sir, they are. Don't you have another shirt that has like orange parrots on it? Yes, I do. Jim, you're not... No, I'm not. Can we get on with this thing? People have written and asked, what do you do with the irons? Well, wouldn't it be interesting, since we have the 2-iron, 3-iron, 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron wedge, maybe sometimes 2 wedges. Wouldn't it be interesting if you had a different swing for every club? Let's see, 5-iron. 5-iron, I'd lift this leg up in the air. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do with the 5-iron. 6-iron, let's say I swing back and I do this with my right elbow. 7-iron, what am I supposed to, Bob, what am I supposed to do with that 7-iron? No hats. No hats for the 7-iron. You take your hat off. Wouldn't it be wonderful if on irons your swing is exactly the same as it is for the woods? You only have one golf swing, 14 clubs. Wouldn't that be marvelous? That's the way it is. And let me show you what I mean. When I swing this golf club, everything is the same. Maybe not quite as far back. Sometimes we may not go clear back to here. We might be a little short of that. That's no problem. But if you do go back, if you go back to here, you're going to be a lot stronger coming through because you're going to have time to get the club head moving. Remember, we've talked about that. If I am on the golf course or the practice range and I swing back a little bit short, which I sometimes have a tendency to do, I don't do as well, and neither will you. Because when I get back here and right on through, just like I do with my driver, I do my best. Another thing about the irons, if your ball is right out there in the fairway, then your head needs to be there right still, because if you come up any, you're going to scull it, you're going to top it. If it goes down any, you're going to dig into the dirt, hit it fat. okay? So it's important, really important, with the irons that the head stays in that same position. I'm going to swing a couple times and let you see what I mean, okay? I'm coming down, I'm hitting the ball, and then I'm going into the turf a little bit. My cameraman will show you what that looks like in just a second, but not now. So what we're going to do is swing the same golf swing for every club. Doesn't matter if this happens to be a 5-iron. Here I have a 5-iron, I'm back, and I'm through. Same beautiful golf swing. One swing, 14 clubs. Isn't that wonderful? How would you like to change your swing every club? I wouldn't even play this game. We're going to hit a couple of balls now, and what I'm thinking about is everything we've already talked about in the golf swing, and that is that nice, big, beautiful golf swing. Same swing, see? Same exact swing every time, every club. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want to do. Here's what happens when you're hitting an iron shot. The club comes in, hits the ball, and then it takes a little divot here. Watch what happens, the relationship between the ball and the divot. There it is. See, the ball was back here. It actually leaves the club face by the time I enter the ground. And that's what happens, but I don't chop at it. I swing right on straight through. When you're using your driver, line the ball up with the inside of your left heel. That's where it goes, right here. When you're using the 5-iron, the 5-iron's about in the middle of the stance. And the wedge, 9-iron, is played off of the right heel. This gets you to hit down on the ball. That's what you want to do. So, once again, if you have the driver, you're here, 2-iron, 3-iron, 4-iron, 5-iron in the middle, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron, right. So they move across. Remember that. 5-iron in the middle, wedge off the right heel, driver off the left heel, and everything else works in between there. Okay, we're going to talk about uphill lies, downhill lies, side hill lies, and here it is, and it's nothing mysterious. When you're practice swinging, find out where that club is hitting in your swing, see? When you're hitting uphill, you'll want to move the club back in your stance. When you're hitting downhill, you'll want to move the club. Let me do it this way. Let me walk around here. When I'm hitting downhill, I need to swing and see, hey, where's the bottom of that golf swing? Bottom of the golf swing, see? Well, it's right there, so I'm fine. I can now get up there and hit the shot. Same thing, side hill lies. Okay, I'm going to do this. Side hill lies. I'm going to have a tendency to want to probably pull it off the side hill, so I'm going to aim a little bit to the right. And same beautiful, gorgeous golf swing, but I'm finding out where's the bottom of that swing. When you're out in the fairway, the main thing I think about, and you should think about that'll help you, is to say to yourself, stay down on the shot. In other words, I'm here, that head is right there. It's never doing this. You never try to loft the ball. You never chop at it. When you're swinging, you never slow your swing down or speed your swing up. You just swing real smooth through it, not to it. Okay? So I'm doing this. Right on through, just like that. Two things you need to be as good as you want to be. The right information, we've taken care of that, and practicing. And here's the thing about practicing. Have a golf club around. You know, at the office, have one stuck in your car by the back door. When you're watching TV, stand there, put your hands on the club so that this club becomes part of you. Practice a lot. The reason why the golf pros do so well is they have the right information, they have the right swing, and you do too now. You do. This swing, this big, gorgeous golf swing, you have it now. Practice a lot. It's like shaving. if you don't shave every day, you look like a bum. Most of your practicing, 95% of your practicing, can happen in the backyard or at the office or wherever you want, but don't let a day go by that you are not swinging this golf club. If you don't practice, your swing looks like this. When you're practicing every day, the golf club becomes a magic wand, not some kind of a foreign object, because your cerebellum, the motor skill part of your brain that's working back there. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're eating an ice cream cone, you do not stick it on top of your hat or stick it in your eye, because you have a motor skill part of your brain that coordinates you so that you can eat that ice cream. It's the same thing with this golf swing. As you practice and as you swing this golf club, that part of your brain is going to be oiled and smooth, and it's going to repeat this golf swing time after time without thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about scoring for just a minute. We are creatures of habit, and we go out on the golf course and we keep making the same mistakes. This is what I want you to do. Get a little notebook pad that you can put in your pocket, and every time you hit a shot, write down what happened. To the left, not very far, topped it, sliced it. Write every shot down, see? And then when you get home, I want you to look at that, and I want you to add everything up. Well, I had so many slices, so many tops. Find out where the problems are, even in putting. Well, let's see, I'm always hitting it to the left and not far enough. In your living room with your notebook pad, you can drop a lot of strokes by just looking at your trends, see? Find out where you're making your mistakes and then fix them. And you can fix them with the information on this video. If you're slicing, you know how to fix that, right? If you're topping, you know how to fix that. But more importantly, when you get out on the golf course, you're going to have a shot and you're going to say, you know, my tendency is to hit it to the left and then slice it. Or my tendency is to do this or that or whatever it is. So I'm being aware of that tendency will save you some strokes until you eliminate the thing that you're having the most problem with. Eliminate that first and then go to the thing that's the second most problem. You'll see your score go down, but your swing may be still good. But the main thing is, this is the mental side of golf. And the mental side of golf is course management, score management, by going out there and saying, this is me, this is my tendency on the golf course, and I'm aware of it. Just being aware of it is going to change it. Pitching or chipping is really simple. Most of it is practice. I play it off of my right foot. I make sure I contact the ball before the ground. I do not try to chop at it, nor do I try to scoop it up off the ground. I have that nice smooth swing that I have for all clubs. Okay? Nice and smooth. That's all there is to it. I try to feel like I'm actually throwing the ball up to the flag. I just happen to have a club in my hands. Yeah. Okay, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. I hit the ball before I hit the ground. If I were hitting over here toward the little bush, I would be thinking about taking the club straight back and straight over. Same thing. Just like I was going to throw a ball. If I'm going to throw this ball, see, I am going to take it straight back and straight to that little bush. And that's why it goes there. Same thing here. I see people, they're saying, you know, I'm swinging, I'm hitting it over to the left. Why do I do that? You're swinging over there. It's that simple. Don't make it any more complex than that. So if I'm going to that little bush over there, I'm going to take it right straight back and right straight to the little bush. So when I finish, I'm looking right at it. Look at this. See? That's all there is to chipping. Nothing scary about the sand shot. I open the club face. I wiggle my feet around. Now I'm concentrating on hitting about an inch behind the ball. Okay? Here we go. Get in the cup. That's all there is to it. Putting if you want to save strokes, that is a good place to go. Two kinds of putters: the blade putter, like this, the mallet putter, like this. Doesn't matter, whichever one you prefer. Here are the items, the factors in putting that will enable you to be a good putter. Let's talk about the grip. First of all, the right hand is dominant in putting. So what we have done is we've done this with the grip, okay? Here's the other grip, the overlap, remember? The interlock and the unlap. For putting, we do this. Somebody came up with that idea, and it works pretty good. Okay. Here's what happens in the putting stroke. The action for a putting stroke is initiated from the shoulders. Watch my swing here. See how everything is shoulders. I'm not wristy. They used to do that. But everything is initiated from the shoulders. One other thing, watch how still everything is but just the shoulders. Watch this. Watch my hat. See it? I feel like I am absolutely frozen right still over that ball and letting the shoulders swing the club back and forth. Now, obviously, it would stand to reason. If this putter comes straight back from the cup and straight to the cup, it's going to go straight in the cup. All right, that's what happens. Watch when I get up to this ball how my eyes are right over the ball, and they stay there. They stay right there. Watch how my eyes are right over the ball, and they stay right there. My head is real still. And it goes. Okay. So here we go. My head is real still. I'm thinking about a nice smooth stroke. And watch, remember when we did the forward press? It even applies here. That's what I want you to concentrate on while I do this. Okay? Forward press, back. It's all initiated with the shoulders. My eyes are right over the ball. A little forward press. Club comes straight back and straight to the ball. Straight to the cup. That's why it went in. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, my eyes are right over the ball. Little forward press. My right hand goes right to the cup. There it is, right in the middle. You might as well swing, relax, and let the club go. Let me, as we close here, give you some advice, and that is this. The golf swing is very simple. The golf swing is very easy. Do not think that more information is going to help you. Do not think, well, you know what, if I read a couple more books, I'd be better off. You'd be worse off. The more you know about this golf swing, the worse you're going to be. You want to swing like a machine, just nice and beautiful golf swing. You know what I mean now. You've seen it before. There it is. That's all there is to it. My gosh, it's not very tough. See? Is it? It really isn't. Okay? Stay away from lessons. Most golf pros don't know what they're talking about. Sorry about that, but they don't. And my concern is not for the golf pros, but it's for you. Books and videos. Keep this simple. Keep going back through the videos and looking at them. Videotape yourself and look at it and see how you compare. How you doing? You know what? I'm not swinging that club back as far as I would. I need to swing it back a little bit further. Compare the two swings. I stole my swing from somebody. Hey, steal mine. But keep it simple. Keep away from information and you'll do great. Thank you.